Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today I have a little bit of time to film this journal with me video. And here I'm just showing you this gorgeous traveler's notebook that I recently got from Eternal Leather Goods. And I'm still very much in love with it. And here I'm just taking out my insert to start this journal with me. It's been a while since I last uploaded a video because I was extremely busy last month, especially last month because I started a new job. And actually today I'm very tired, but it's very how to say, it's very seldom after I started a new job that I have a little bit of me time today, so I wanted to film this journal with me. And yeah, hopefully you guys will enjoy this video. And here you can see I'm actually flipping through this stash of vintage bus tickets that I pre-stamp on with some quotes, inspiration quotes. And here I'm flipping through this. It's actually a sticker album from Happy Scrappy, but I seldom use stickers, so I use it to store my vintage tickets instead. And I think it's extremely convenient because I can see all the vintage tickets that I have, and most of these are actually in rolls, so you can imagine how much of the vintage tickets that I hoarded actually, as well as the vintage bus ticket. But you know, I love all my vintage stickers. I think it's they are absolutely easy to use in journal, decorating your journal spread. Yep, and I love vintage things. So here I'm just picking up a horizontal and a vertical tickets. And this, I've pre-stamped some daily quotes or inspirational quotes on it. I got this idea from Annie in Instagram. I bought, she actually sells a lot of vintage tickets on Instagram, and I absolutely love her because her proceeds does go to charity, and I think that is an extremely good cause, and you know, a good way to give back to the community. And yeah, I love her. So here I'm just trying to see how I wanted to put all these elements together. And the last bit is actually a classic-y letterpress card thingy. Yeah, so I use that as a base, and I'm trying to sort of arrange these three tickets to make it, you know, look good, and I'm happy with that. So I'm using a stapler to put everything together. So if you see my Instagram post lately, I actually love to use stapler to just staple the things together instead of sticking it down. I think it just looks fun. And here, these are the two books, very old. I think invoice or receipt I got from the old school way on Etsy. You can see how fragile the paper is. Yeah, it just torn up. The last bit just got torn like that. And here I'm just trying to figure out whether I want to use the full whole page of that invoice paper, or I wanted to sort of tear it out. And then here I'm trying to incorporate something in, but I think it make the whole thing looks too busy or cramped. And I'm trying to see whether I wanted to use a green graph paper or a blue ledger paper. So here I decided I do not want to use the full page, and I think that the vintage tickets lot just looks good without any other paper behind. So I decided to just use the old invoice paper and the bundle of vintage tickets that I stapled together. So here I'm just sticking down the invoice paper, and I did actually try to be gentle on it because I'm afraid that it's too fragile that I might tear it. Yep. Actually, it did hold on together quite well. So here I'm just putting everything down with my glue stick. Excuse me. So yeah, this is actually a future spread that I'm setting up because I say I'm extremely busy. I do not know when is the next time I have the time to actually sit down and do any journaling at all. So once I have the time, I really try to make the best use of it. And yeah, so here I'm very happy with the outcome, and I'm going to do some stamping now. So I decided I wanted to use something, floral or plant theme stamp and a long one. So I choose this from I'm sorry, I really can't remember where the stamp comes from. I have way too much stamp, really way too much stamps. And here I'm using the VersaFine stamp pad to stamp on that plant theme stamp. And here I'm thinking whether I want to layer another stamp on top of that stamp that I just stamped on. I decided I did not want to do that because I think it will look too busy, so end up I'm trying to find a quote or wording stamp. So here you can see I wrote down the whole file of this mold tape stamps that I got, and I decided I want to use that wording stamp, or I think it's not a quote, it's just some kind of a writing, and it's a new one definitely, so it's a bit oily. I think you get that a lot from the stamps, especially the clear stamp from China or China made. It tends to be a little bit oily on some of those, but the mold tapes clear stamp consider it comes from China. The mold tape is from China, and the quality is actually pretty good compared to the other China made clear stamp. I did have those that it's too oily that I need to use soap water to clean it. I can't even touch it, but the mold stamp is still pretty okay. Just a few that are a bit oily, but the rest are still okay. It's dry and the quality is not too bad for the price. So here I'm just stamping it down. Of course, it does not have that intricate or details that you normally get with the, I would say, a more quality stamp like Tim Holtz or even the Yuwu stamp. Yep, you can actually see the difference, but yeah, I would say for that price it's still worth it. So here I'm just trying to figure out which blue washi tape I wanted to use, because my tickets are mostly blue, and I decided to go with a darker color blue Classic Key washi tape. So here I'm just I decided to layer that washi, put that washi down on the whole side, on the whole row or the side of my spread, and I'm just cutting out the excess. Normally I would not have excess on both sides, just that because the starting of that washi is not even, so I just make it even by cutting it out after I put it down, if you know what I mean. I'm sorry, I'm actually a bit incoherent right now. So here I want to put down another Classic-y blue washi, and this round is with this lines ledger thingy theme washi. Yeah. But one thing I wanted to use a grid insert is because it's so easy for me to measure my washi to ensure it's straight. I'm actually a bit OCD on this, I don't know why. I have to make sure whatever I put down on my spread is straight. The things that I want to stick with glue, regardless, or the washi, it has to be straight. So with the grid paper, it's very easy to use that. And here I'm showing you my recent purchase of this self-ink stamp, office stamp, which I absolutely love. And yep, so I wanted to stamp this original wording there. And then I noticed that my vintage bar sticker actually covered most of that stamp, so I decided to shorten it a little bit so that that stamp, the original wording, will pick up more from underneath. And yeah, I love the way it turns out. And here I decided I want to use this floral stamp. It's absolutely gorgeous on a classic key, again a letterpress. Is it called notepad? I don't think it's called notepad, but you know, for those of you who are familiar with classic key products, you know what this is. I think it's a letterpress. It's called letterpress something. So I wanted to make it like a not to say a sticker, like, yeah. I'm sorry, I think you know what I mean. I wanted to, instead of stamping on the paper itself, I want to stamp on something so that I can stick it down, and it has some borders, and it has some variances in the paper. Here I'm just going to stick that down again with my glue stick. Oh, here I'm trying to look for a label sticker to stamp the date. At first I was thinking of going with the red one, but the red one is actually a very you know, it's not a paper, it's a glossy paper. Yeah, that's the word I wanted to use, to use a glossy paper. So when you stamp on it, it dries up really really slowly. So end up I choose the other label sticker, which is a paper form, or paper in a paper material, the normal regular paper material, which you can stamp on and it will dry like almost instantly. And the color goes very well with that classic letterpress paper. So this one I'm actually setting up for the 19th of October. I'm a bit into the future, but yeah, I know, you know, I may not have the time to, you know, if not, I may not have the time sometime for a long period of time, if you know what I mean. If I get busy, it'll be like a week. Sometimes I do not have the time to sit down to even update my journal at all. So if I have the time to ensure that I can set up as much as I can, and when the day comes, I'll just journal in it. Sorry, I'm a bit incoherent today. Like I said, I'm actually extremely tired, but I still want to have this journal with me video. I felt like, you know, I haven't been uploading my video. I didn't upload a video for I think a month now maybe. So yeah, I really wanted to record a journal with me video. And sorry if I'm speaking incoherently, you can mute it if you want. So yeah, here I wanted to put down this girl sticker. And if you've seen my journal with me video, I think you noticed that I actually love to incorporate this girl theme sticker in my spread. I think it looks gorgeous. It looks you know, it put a little bit of a feminine feel or feminine touch to the journal. And even though, you know, when my journal theme is like a vintage one like this one, somehow this girl theme sticker still goes, you know, can go with it. Even though the girl theme sticker is a bit modern looking, but somehow it you know, it just match it up. Everything just comes together. So here, yeah, I think that's about it. Yes. So hopefully, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I love putting up this video, but sometimes I speak incoherently because it's been a while since I do a voiceover, and of course English language is not my first language, but I do work with in environment, a multinational environment, so yeah. But then sometimes I'm just too tired and the word just doesn't come to my mind, if you know what I mean. But anyway, thank you for stopping by, thank you for checking out my video, and hope to see you guys soon.